Good day and Pona, welcome back to another stream, and yeah, I'm Palakisu, and this is the fourth in a short series, I guess it's a series, of translations I've been doing for Palakisu, if it were. Now if you haven't been, in the very likely chance that you have been listening to my rambling-ass streams, Palakisu is the 6th generation of Hololive VTuber streamers, and Palakisu, their cool, tuny-ass secret society is great. I love them. Anyway, this is the latest song I'm doing with Kazewo, Aogishi, Reiyona. Don't ask me to say that again. It's a long song title, and I really have been able to remember it, if I'm completely honest. I've mostly been just reading it off my stream title and the video title and stuff. Actually just copied the tweet I just did to go live. So yeah, but yes, it's not her latest song. She's actually released a couple of songs since she released this ninja song and a magical girl song, that's what it is. And they're both very cute. The ninja song obviously being like April Fool's-ish, and the magical girl one happened to release shortly after Hololive Magical Girl was released. But she wasn't included in that falling out for Good Old Samurai. But yes, Kazewo, Aogishi, I've already forgotten the full title. Well, I've given it a Toki Pona title, which is, let's just say the translated title, which is Looking Con Ferry Tower, or actually I think I wrote it Con Tower Ferry, which would be look at the divide wind, because like the original title means something along the lines of behold the golden wind, or behold the divine, not the plentiful, the wind blows and behold it, something that, like that sentiment. So I decided I'll give it a title, so I slapped that on. I just slapped it on as if I didn't think about it. I decided I wanted to do that for the thumbnail, so I did. Sorry. So yeah. That's that. But yeah. Sorry, don't know why my smoke's like that. I've not done anything particularly bad for my smoke recently, and like, I mean, just had tea, but like, it was soup. I had a clear soup, soup-corn soup, made it myself. Which isn't terribly hard. Soup-corn soup isn't the hardest to make. But like, I've made it before and it wasn't quite to my as strong as I'd like it, but I made it again, and I was really quite happy with how it turned out this time. A lot clearer than I made it last time. So yeah, I am. So yeah, that was nice. Made me miss Japan's vending machines, because you can get soup-corn soup in cans in Japan, which is very nice. But yeah, my smoke's acting up. But oh well, so good night. Sorry, just cut myself earlier, so just adjusting my plaster. But yeah, the song what was it about? Yes, normally I talk about the song and the person who sang it. So, Kazuma Iroha, she's the bodyguard of Holoxu. She's a samurai, got a sword and a bow, and I don't think any other outfits completed the trio with a polearm of any kind. She might have, but I don't recall any. But she does have a bow and a sword, as is traditional. Odachi or not Odachi. I can't even recall what sword or what. It's a katana, it's sword, single edge blade, Japanese sword, it slash. So yeah, and she was very cool, and she was very cute. Very adorable. Just she's a Hosoyomi, which is orange based. Remember her. Because at one point, Hololive Generation Zero did a host club, and Iroha was one of the guests there, and she melted at Sushi, because of course she did. Who wouldn't melt at Sushi? I'd melt at Sushi. I don't mind if Sushi stabbed me in the heart. But she also melted at Aogishi, and that's rare because she wouldn't melt at Aogishi as well. I don't mind if Aogishi stabbed me in the heart. Kinda want her to bite me. But being down abyssal aside, yes, it has a fan of her life, and I remember her talking about singing and her original songs. She tends to towards cute songs, like most of her songs, Iroha's Step, Min and the aforementioned Magical Girl songs. They're all, cuter songs, but this one, Kazewo Aogishi, is a cool song. And I personally prefer cool songs. Just a personal preference. Yeah, I just like cool songs more, if you ask me. But, I mean, cute songs, especially energetic cute songs, are probably my favourite to sing along to. I mean, there's nothing quite like chanting along to Dempa, and I love them as well. So I'm not, I should probably translate more like wow. It's just fun to sing. But as Kazewo Aogishi, Reiyona, as I said, it's a cooler song. It was composed by Yunosuke, probably pronounce it that way. They're a Vocaloid artist I have been following for quite some time. Don't ask me what any of their things are called, but I remember they had quite clever titles. At least some of the older ones had like Pain or something, like E3, because they used 3 vocals for it. Don't ask me what the 3 vocals were, the 3 things were though. But I remember them being real bongers. I should listen to them again. Been ages. They're quite old now, I think. Goodness me. But yeah, those are some of the songs I listen to when getting into Vocaloid. And so, I like their music. Very, I mean, it's a lot of techno, I guess. But, also very vocal. But yeah, that's that. This song is a very Yunosuke song. Even if I didn't read it in the comments and in the description, I was able to tell. Like, the instrumentation is just very them. and aside from that, the song has no official English translation, which is not great, because and like, you know, a lot of songs I do don't have an English translation. This one was particularly hard because DeepL really didn't like this song. Google Translate didn't like it a lot either, so I had to like I ended up opening like 4 separate translation tools, DeepL, Google Translate, and a couple others, and then like doing it line by line, word by word, to try to figure out the meaning. And even then, I'm not 100% on the meaning, so it might be a bit clunky. But like the overall meaning of being with the wind, and being resolute, and being true to yourself and calm, and not quite going with the wind, but like letting the wind guide you. There's a difference. It's hard to say. Let's just go through it, shall we? So I'll sing it completely once, and then and I'll definitely fluff it up, and then I'll go through it part by part, then I'll sing it again. But yeah, just the piano is very beautiful. Just feeling me the caramel feeling. Echo she knock up non tempo ni people they are taken and then non come me tally actually hello really nothing me record on and tempo come on me probably at Karama who looks like on Yaki Mayunani come and so nothing tempo me long compared to Palo, looking at Pala. Long compared to Palo, looking like Long Carlson, Lika, Tava, Little Country, Chili, Earl, and Mississippi, I can tell it, me, ya. Me, Pakala, Sunny, Achille, me, Kitchen, and Island, Lee, Long Temple, Suno, Open. Feeling me, the caramel feeling. Me, I went on top of alley. Lily P, Lily Mama, Lily Summer, Eternal, Cindy, Open, Allen. Feeling Mama, P, Ante, Alali, feeling nationally. Tavatalo, Yan Utala Mute, Likulu, Likawa, Elena, Lika Ana, no coffee and lava, Elon and Ashin, Maxi Kulu, Pona, the Ala Misona S. Me. Contrava people, mostly you many. Kava, Poka, really on the line to be reviving. Oops. The Alan Yaki Ala, Long Time Kopini, Lily looking Pona la, Tina looking at Kontala, Lord Sami, Lily and Tiala, Lily Doran Pona la, Tina Tava, non Papa, people, na, Asin. Tava, Epoca, Fili, La, Olen, Mississippi, La, Tapasani, La, Akaya. Me Pakala, Fully Appealing, me to prove the Cannon Island, Really wrong down not about. Feeling really calm, I'm really. Me island on top of island. Yellow music, I'm a coco. Very nice song. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's clunky, let's say. I've done my best with the English translation and Toki Pona translation, but a lot of it was just like meaning is very easily lost in machine translation, and so obviously I compared and contrasted and tried to figure out what individual words mean, but I don't speak Japanese, so like the way Japanese is written without any spaces means that it's hard to tell for me who don't speak Japanese. It's hard for me to obviously like tell where a word ends, which means it's harder to look up. It's just a real pain to do. Very much looking forward to translating Chloe's songs, because she slapped English translations on them, thank goodness, and the song I'm doing, particularly Paralyzed, that has a fair amount of English anyway, so but this does not. It's a very Japanese song. It's a song about a samurai done by a Vocaloid producer who has a traditional techno style done by a vtuber. It's Japanese effect. It's a very Japanese song. There's a lot of stuff I've definitely missed. There's a lot of nuance I've definitely missed. Even in the wordplay and the rhyme scheme, I've missed a lot. I can guarantee you it now that. But I've done my best. And if you can't do it well, you should at least do your best. And I'm relatively happy with how it turned out, compared to how much of a pain it was to translate. Actually, recently went to visit my sister, and on the train there, and I quickly downloaded the lyrics, what I had on the translation, onto my phone so I could do it on the train there and back, but I actually banged out most of it on the train there very quickly, actually. Obviously, like, I went through it a few more times, once after the initial translation, a lot more times, but, the actual translation part was easier than I expected, so that was good. Anyway, let's actually go through it now. Enough rambling, time to translate. Feeling really calamari feeling. Da 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 da. Me, ne. Summer air casino pa. Non tempo ki. Ni piccole atemi coca. I'm in London. Me, ta, li, da, definitely. So first couple bits. This first line is a repeated phrase that gets repeated a lot. I looked at the words, remember the Toki Pona translation, the deep L translation when I slapped it in first, which tipped me off that something was very much wrong with the translation. Of the first three lines were, I want to be the root of the flower, I want to be the root of the flower, I want to be the root of the flower, I want to stand firm in the ground, I want to sprout fire from at my mouth. That was a mess. and I've retranslated it line by line, word by word. It was a whole page with different things to look at context. Definitely still scuffed, but I managed to get something. I sing faintly with all my heart. I use my full heart to sing the quiet song, something like that. So, how do I do it? Killing me. Oh yeah, and obviously I could tell with my ears. Kokomo, that means heart, and obviously mention of that was a tip off, or something was wrong. Anyway, as I was saying, Killing Me, the Kalamamushi lyric song. I sing faintly with my heart, so Killing Me, Kokomo, my heart, Killing me, Killing heart, me, my, so Killing Me, my heart, the Kalamamushi lyric, so Kalamamushi, fun sound, usually what is done for singing or music. So Killing Me, the Kalamamushi, my heart sings a small song, sings a quiet song, a faint song. Mi le sama eka sunok mi le fa ma eka sunoka. So not really sure how. Whatever. So I want to be like. So I want to be the fruit of the flower. So mi really sama is like as an akin to. So mi really sama is to I want to be like eka sunoka. Kashi is plant, so and noka is like a foot, so the plant foot, the root. So I want to be like the foot of a plant. Lon tempo puni picule ante. So lon is at. So I want to be the kashi noka at the time, tempo, time, puni, the time before, puni, p, the time before, kule ante. So kule is colour and ante is thing, so I want to be the root of the flower, root of the plant before colour changes. Very simple. Here, obviously some things to know, kashi no ka's root. It's the plant foot. There are other ways you could say it, but like specifically root. Noka is probably best. Anyway, I understand firm on the ground. Moon noka aren, long comb. I noka. So noka is again a foot. But true noka is to stand. It's to foot. So it can either be kick or stand, but in this case it's stand. Aren, I stay standing. I stand firm. Aren is continue or pause. Or rather than pause, it's like to continue in the state of something. So you can Aren tower to continue moving, but to Aren is to be still or be consistent rather. So Nuka Aren is to stand still. Long ko is earth or clay. So on the ground, on soil. I could also have used Mako, the place of earth, but it's not a specific place, it's on the ground, so long term. Mi pa li ta asali ta asali. Okay. Mi pa li ta. Can't do it without the music. Mi pa li I do uta. I make, but like make with a mouse, my mouse. Asali is heat or water, fire. So I want to make fire, but like with mouse. Mouse is involved in the padding, because uta is mouse. From the Japanese uta, which means singing. Uta asali, talo sali, nothing. Mi maka, Koka ama, mi pali ekalama, urusula, hoshaki, mayunani, ama esunoki sababini. Non computer download, looking like controlling. Ta-la. So yeah, second and third part, even if this part is more understandable and more evocative. I liked this part shuffling this far around. So even if it rains without purpose, I will not let time slip by. If I like the light voice of things, then even the oily smoke of your will turn into a memory. This was a lot easier to translate, mostly because it was very clear in the meaning of it. Like the first, it was had to dig out the meaning. This is a clear meaning, and that meaning is evocative as hell, and I love it. That's meant to bring Tello Seri, not Sherry. That's a typo. But Tello Seri, so Skywater, the Nation Allah. So Nation is pass. So the Tello Seri is the Skywater, Tello is water, Seri is sky. So Tello Seri, the Nation Allah. Allah is negative and Nation is pass, or journey, or in this case, reason. Tello Seri, the Nation Allah. So, the Skywater is without purpose. It rains without purpose, or without direction. Therefore, or Tashola could also look better if I know this. Mi Reka Allah and Temple Kama. So Mi Reka Allah, so Reka is like to abandon or give up. So Mi Reka Allah, I don't give up, I don't abandon. Temple Kama, temple is time once again, so Kama is like arrival, but like also opportunity. So temple Kama is like the time of opportunity, because time set by is like specifically time to do stuff, not just the vagaries of time. Opportunity is sorry. Opportunities and time to do stuff. That's what I just said. But yeah, so Temple Kama. La is like and or therefore, which is why using it like this. Mi Pali Kalama Kulupu. So I work, I make, or I do. Kalama Kulupu. So Kalama is again sound. Kulupu is group. So Mi Pali Kalama Kulupu. It's not the all group, but it is large group. I work, I fix, I do the voice of many. La Konyaki Mayuna, the Kama Esuna P Temple Penny. So Konyaki Mayuna is like the Yaki is gross and Mayuna is old, so Konyaki Mayuna is the gross. Could I change it to comb? I'm gonna change it to comb, because con semi content is like fluffy water or sky fluff, but comb on its own is like clay. Comb is sky, or rather air, so Koyaki Mayuna old gross air, smoky oil of your oily smoke of your sorry. Turns into a vivid memory. Kama becomes again, Kama is like opportunity. Temple Kama is like opportunity, but like just Kama is like to arrive or to become. Sona P Temple Pini. Sona is knowledge, and Temple Pini is Pini is end, so Temple Pini is the time of end, aka the time that has ended, the past. Kama Sona P Temple Pini therefore means becomes the knowledge of the past, aka history. In the cloud of tears of brightening glows. Lon Con P Telelukin. So Telelukin is eye water, aka tears. And Lon Con is at the again the clay, but in this case it's foam and such. Non compete Telelukin. Non compete Telelukin la con very Tama. something like that. Yeah. So Channel looking of tears and Long Con is at the cloud of tears. La therefore con suno litara. Con suno is literally bright air. Litara it's moving. Yeah. Oh, and I forget. Suno is like right. Tara is what I used for fuku because it's not quite the same implication of air as fuku, but it gets the implication of movement with several of the lines of reference or literature and such. Tama, little coffee, really, no, the music is really like a penny, it's only me, yeah. The Palakisu, the alchemy, need to treat me, and I'm need, jump to no, chorus time. Sorry. So this is again very evocative and meaningful. Cherry blossom is wistful to be loved. Lipukasi, so lipu is like a seed or something, but lipukasi is like a leaf or a flower even, but in this case it's a leaf. Lipini la ulin. They pini, they end, they fall, then they are loved, because, cherry blossoms, things like they look pretty when they fall, which is why, roller coasters, can be used as, how would I say it? Whatever. And there is no summer without insect song. The insect in question is no doubt the cicada, because cicadas and summer are like, cicadas are associated with summer. All specifically song because they're very loud in Japan. Now I'm being compared. I shall break through the bamboo, I shall strike through neither cut myself beyond daybreak. That last bit was a little weirder, so I'm not happy with it terribly, but it looks close enough. So, Nipu, Nipuni, La Un, La, therefore they are loved. Mushi Pipi la Temple Silly. So Mushi Pipi is insects. So Mushi Pipi is insects having fun, or fun insects. Therefore, the time of heat, Temple Silly. Them being compared. Tefla la mi apa, yeah. But I feel guilt if I have like guilt or remorse. It's not quite the same as being compared. It'll be more like Tasum Yan Apaya me Lumi, but ultimately is not the happiest with FAR, but it works in the sentence well enough. Mi Pakala Suli Ekili. A very little translation of I bigly cut the plant. Mi Kipsi Pia Aran Pinin Aran. I cut with Kipsi of cut or whatever. So Mi Kipsi Pia Pinin Aran. I cut without I cut while feeling nothing even. Nearly on temple Suno open. This is at the start of dawn. Yep. On the strip. Ramen on Temple Alley. Lily pink, really mama. Me summer eternal. Should be open up the end. Feeling mama, auntie Allen. Feeling nothing. Waterloo. So, sung greatly with all my heart, but then really kind of mama feeling. Same as before. Me, Aaron, on Temple Alley, so this is different. Me, Aaron, so I around the beginning continue. Let's see how I'll find. So Aaron, I continue, I stay true. Non-Temple Alley, so Temple Alley is the opposite of alley, that is to say all or complete. So I stay resolute for all time, always and everlasting. Simple enough. A drop of one with determination for suction water that always drips, even just every loose urban heart, enveloped with direction and melt. The direction part I wasn't terribly happy with, but you know. That's good enough. Anyway, Lily P. Rara, really Rara. So Lily is small, a Lily, therefore is a small dong. So, what was I gonna say? Anyway, really Rara, a small, P really. Really a small of really Rara desire for power. Sorry, dozing off. Done plenty of stuff today, and I'm tired, including finish translating this. Anyway, the summer is like Telosin new water, fin of new, so Telosin of new water, the open alley that is always open, so that always drips. And some say just then. Pilin Rara P anti Ning. So the strong heart and the unchanging heart. Rara's strength and the anti-change, so anti-ally is unchanging. So the strong and unchanging heart, that's what I went for sturdy and stubborn. Pilin Nafin Nitaratello. And Pilin Nafin, the Taratello, the Fate of the Heart is me Sura Emi. Sorry, dozing off. let's see, melt. Pillar nothing, the tower tunnel. So pillar nothing, so the heart feels nothing is again direction. The tower tunnel, the heart feels the direction and gains movement. But like wet movement, tunnel movement. There we go. Sabatalo, Yadu Salamuke, Nitara, Enemy, Nita Ama, no coffee and lavali, no nothing, Makasu, Yukuna, the Anna, Misona, Amy. Contabapio, Moni, the slight change from Fuku to whatever, 4 syllables, is very fun. Also a bit more, new but also just a fun thing to say. Anyway, Yan Utala Mute, the Tulufu, so the forces of valid Yan Utala, the combatants, the Mute, Yan Utala, the many combatants, the Tulufu, have grouped, have gathered even. The Tama, and then Nui the Kama. They move the name flag and invite. Can be sort of used for invite, but it's also used to like other stuff. So yeah. Nokapi Yan Lava the non anything. L. Yeah. So Nokapi Yan Lava. For the feat of the Yan Lava, Lava is control, aka ruler or general or some such. So Nokapi Yan Lava, the general's feat. The Lon are on and nothing on the path. Mapi Kulupu Pona the Ala, sorry. This sort of chaos where the stuff is teleporting is bad for the kind of enemies and bad for the speaker Musona enemy. What a meal. Keep myself to myself, find myself Musona enemy. Musona enemy, I know me. I like that. Kankaraki Toman. Mr. Pot. I'm not any. I'm 미션가 홍콩 쟤는 사람은 그 마음은 나약이 아냐 다와 포기미 완성돼 니 아은 아야피아나 롱턴 포기미 누누누큰 보나나 니나 우누큰 아콘 달라 넌성이 니니한테 하나 니 아은 보나나 니나 넌성 톡톡히 콘 보나나 If I can make up and sing it properly. Remaining claim and undisturbed. Li Amen Yaki Ala. So Amen again is like calm or unmoving. Yaki Ala without impurities, without grossness, without yuckiness. So next part. This part is interesting because first of all the auto-translate was terrible, but also the repetition. So on Tempo Puni at the Tempo Puni in the past, or rather in the end, at the time of the end. Nili Lukin Pona La. It is Lukin Pona. Lukin is like looks, but in this case it's looking. It's looking Pona La. Therefore, Suna O Lukin Kontara Semi. So Suna O Pon is command Yum Lukin Kontara. Look at the moving air, non-fairy in the sky. Look up and see moving air. Look up and look at the wind. Non nearly antela. So it is unchanged. This particular word you can see in the left is particularly confused me because I saw translations of refined and unrefined. So I just use triangle. But importantly, it is still beautiful. Nearly Amen Pona. Amen can continue for Amen Pona. Is it still warm? Is it still good? Oh, what's her face? Kiddie on my mind. Is it for me? And a coat, which is I said warm. Anyway, if it's still beautiful, the Amen Pona, if it's still beautiful, this particular line caused me a little bit of trouble, because it's a fairly simple sentiment of the tailwind blows with you, like the wind helps you, hard to convey. So what I got is Suna Tawa Lon Poka. So Poka is next to, so Suna Tawa Lon Poka is you are next to, or you are beside, P Kon Ponanasin. So Kon Ponanasin is like good air of path, or good air of journey, and Tawa is obviously changing that air to wind. Tala, Ipokasi, Nishila, Early, Mississippi, Tapafemi, Salami, Fire. We pack last for the Achilles, we keep pretty, really, me, non c'è nessuno open. Feeling me, kind of moment feeling me. The island on top of island. Ninya, you know me, we talk campfire. So that's a song. Let's sing it fully to wake up and then try to think of anything else other than it was hard but I pulled through. Feeling really calamano really. Well, that line in particular was hard to sing because it's very fast. Me, ne. Some air cause knock a long tempo. Mi piccole antenne nocca. I'm an uncle. Mi pa li ta. The funny talo sorry and nothing la. Mi raka ala e tempo kama. Mi pali e kalama. La mi kosi. Na yoni. Sama e sona fi tempo mi. Long computer looking like constantly. Tala, if you can't feel it, really not all in the street, like a potato, me, yeah. Me pack it out to the echoing, me to pretty heaven, me, don't have a soon, open. Feeling really, calamama feeling. Me, I'm a long cup of alley. Lily pink, Lily mama, me, summer, a cello, sin, pink, open, feeling mama, pink, and say, alali, feeling naturally. Hello, honey, you salamate, me, fulu, me, power, and me, kama. No coffee and lava, me, not nothing, my people, look Pona, me, ala, me, Sora, and me. Contabapi, almost really, me, Sava, Boca, me. Feeling really, calamari feeling. The island area chiara, non tampo fini, the in Pona, non open on Cava, non Salini, Angela, the island Pona, the Natala, calling, nothing. Tava, Nipuka, Fili, La, Oren, Miki, La, Capitelli, Tafala, me, ya. Me, Pakala, for the echoing, Ike, Kevin, Amen, Li, Ron, Tempo, no open. Feeling me, Calamamu, feeling. Me, I'm a non papa army. Ninya, you know me, we shall come on. Didn't actually say the culture explanation for the last time. Ninya is like lump, or in this case hair. Ninya, yellow is yellow, or in this case gold. Me, so my golden hair. The Tara Kenkon. Tara is smooth, so it waves. Ken because of the air. It swings in the wind. EP. I should play more games. I don't get EP when playing games, but I do get EP. when translating, because it's a lot of talking about words. The singing part's fun, and the translation part is also fun, but like it's sleeping. It uses my brain and in a go to sleep way. But that's that. It was actually harder to sing than I anticipated, because I thought it was going to be like really slow and plodding almost. But there's a lot of like feeling really calamama, feeling really. It was very fast. There's a few lines like that. But of course there's also ta ma li ta ma poka mi. It was very slow and plodding and easy to do. But ultimately that's the song. Fuku. One thing I will say is, again, I mentioned before that I use Tower for Fuku. English Fuku. But obviously blowing and Fuku have like a more wind association, whereas Tower is simply movement in general, which doesn't quite get across the idea. I could also use Seri, but that's not really. Because like, the wind is blowing, it's about moving forward, not literally moving forward, because staying in one place, staying sturdy, but like moving emotionally. Movement is a theme, I think. I'm pretty sure. So Tawa is a Tawa. You know, it's, you can't see, but I'm gesturing my hands like the alien guy, like Tawa. But yes, there's a lot of stuff that I missed, as I said, but I'm overall happy. And yeah, that's that. And yeah, that was the fourth song in this little mini-series I've been doing. Yeah. Next week is Paradise by Schemata Chloe, and I'll be seeing you then, unless I decide to do another stream, which I've been planning to do. Strangers, but not decided. Like a game stream, but if another stream, or I don't know, something. I need to stream more often. I'm barely streaming these days. I'm only doing my translation overs. Anyway, I've been Palakisu. This has been Toki Pona translation, which I think is a new title I gave these streams, because the last one was overly long. It's important to be short and snappy with the title, and especially have the important part, which is the song name, visible, which wasn't before. But that's enough rambling. I'm probably not gonna get some such. I'm probably just gonna watch Juju Merlin or Rainy or someone. I'll be seeing you next week. Have a good one. Myao.